Okay, how's all my YouTubers doing today, man? Today, the other day I put out my first workout video, and I told you guys I would follow up and do a few more after that. So today I'm gonna be giving you one how to let you get the best out of your workout. All right. So I'm gonna give you a little bit about the supplement intake and your water, and back a little bit about your food, but not too much on those. So for your supplement, you do need your supplements. Your supplement will supplement for things that your body does not get out of your daily diet. So it's not a substitute for a meal. It will just supplement for whatever you don't get. Your water intake, again, you need to have at least a gallon of water a day if you're trying to put on some muscle like this. You see the size of my chest? How big it is, the cuts on my shoulder. My tricep, the bicep. Alright, so it's a lot of work getting it in and dieting. And the food intake. The food intake is very important. So for your food intake, you want to eat a lot of protein, good clean protein. Make sure you get your carbs in if you're trying to put some weight on your calories. Space out your meal every 2 hours. You need also some vegetable in your diet. It's going to help your digestive system. You also need probiotic. One of the cheaper way you can get good probiotic is getting Greek yogurt, and you can eat probably about 2 tablespoons a day. If you want to eat more, it's up to you. That's what I do. For your muscle now, to get your muscles developed in the best way you can. Alright, in the best way you can, to get a real big chest to where your muscles are solid, real tough, feel like a rock. Alright, natural, no steroid, nothing. The only thing I eat is natural food, no processed anything. Everything is cooked from scratch in my kitchen. No grease, I use no oil. The only oil I use is coconut oil, the virgin coconut oil, because that's really good for your body. You'll get all your natural fats from avocado and walnut and almond, the unroasted ones. So in order to develop your body parts like mine or even better, even if you're natural, you don't need to take any anabolic steroid to develop a good physique. Even with me, with small bones, you can see my wrist is really tiny, but I have a lot of muscle on this little frame that I have. When you do your bench press, you want to squeeze. You see that? Don't go like this and let the bar come down here. Keep the bar across the chest line. You want to squeeze. When you push it off, you squeeze. Same thing with your flies. If you're doing cables or whatnot, when you come in, you squeeze. You see that? Squeeze. And if I lay down or if I even was working out, it would even look even bigger. But I haven't worked out today. Today I will not able to get to the gym because I have to be at work shortly here. Even for your bicep, whenever you do your bicep, do your mass exercise with either some heavy dumbbell. Don't start off heavy. Work your way up so you don't tear your muscle, because the thing is, you want to able to work out safely where you don't hurt yourself. So start off at a lighter weight, work yourself up. Try to use the barbell. The barbell is the one that you used to do bench on. You can either use that or the ones that are already pre-built in the gym, and those will put size on the biceps. And they also do some one-arm dumbbell curl, and what those are going to do, you're going to isolate the bicep, and that will help you to get that peak on the top to where that peak go over. I'm still working in mine. So try to put some of those concentrated one-arm curl in every single of your arm workout. For your chest, and you also, let's get back to the arm. For the arm, also do some 21s where you come up like this from ground to here 7 times, and from here to here 7 times without having your arm swinging, and then from the bottom straight up 7 times. Do 3 or 4 sets of those. Also do the preacher curl seated, and those will help you on the one-arm dumbbell curl. And you can also do your one-arm preacher curl. That will help to isolate it for your shoulders. You want to involve some shoulder flies. And when you do it, some shoulder extension I should say, or raise. When you go up with them, you want to turn the pinky around a bit. So when you come up and you squeeze, no matter what you do, always squeeze. You come up and you squeeze. If you come up with one arm, squeeze when you come up. So the shoulder is getting the best out of the workout. Same thing for your back. When you come back with your back, you want to pull back and squeeze for the back muscle, and that will make the muscle work. That will make the muscle do most of the work, that muscle that you're working on. Isolate it. When you do your chest workout and you squeeze them out, after you go as heavy as you can, go back down to probably 115, depends on what you can lift, and try to get them closer up to here, and go down and push them off. Keep your butt on the bench. A lot of guys like to bring their legs way up underneath the bench and raise their buttocks off the bench when they're doing bench press. That's not a good form. You want to keep your back flat on the bench, and when you're pushing, let your chest muscle do all the work. And remember, don't let it come down to your belly. The same thing with your dumbbells. You want to keep them up there and switch up your workout. I do not do the same exercise for my chest 2 times in a row. You can. You say you can switch it every 3 to 4 weeks, but I try to switch it up every time I go in to confuse the muscle, so the muscle do not get comfortable with doing the same thing every day. I don't want him to know what's coming. But anything you do, squeeze, always squeeze, and that's all the contraction of the muscle. You're gonna get the best out of your workout. Always squeeze. If you're doing your abdominal exercise, when you come up, squeeze them in. If you're doing leg raise, don't just go like this with your legs. Come up and squeeze and lower your legs real slowly. And when you're doing your tricep, when you go down with the extension with the rope, you want to turn your pinkies out and the elbows out, so you get a good squeeze on the back part of it right here. And you also want to do some of those one arm extension with a dumbbell also for the long head of the tricep. When you're doing traps, you want to hold your weight real still. Don't bend the elbows. And when you come up and squeeze and keep the neck down, and you squeeze and you go down, and you also can change it to where you come up and then you bring it back like that. That is really effective. And you want to do some what do they call it? Some rows, some upright rows with a bar, and let your elbow come all the way up, so the traps are getting most of it. And you can do dumbbell too and bring the dumbbells up like this. And you also want to do some Lee Aney designed this one. I don't know if a lot of you guys are familiar with him, but he's 8-time winner Mr. Olympia. Until today, I think he had the best physique in the bodybuilding industry back in those times, and still now his physique stand out more than a lot of the guys them right now that are competing. So do the Lee Aney shrub where you pull it up like this, and that will hit those traps from the rear, from the back side, so they're puffed up like that from the behind. Some guys don't work them from the back, so they only do the front. So you will only see the rising from here, and from the back is flat. Yes guys, so that's it for today. Remember, squeeze at each exercise: calves, legs, back, bicep, tricep, shoulders, and you have 3 heads in the shoulder. There's one head here, as you can see. There's this other one right here, and then you have the rear one back there. The rear one you gotta pull back like this with weights, or you can bend over and do this to build them. But you know, there's a lot of different exercises out there. But I just want to share it with you guys that, you know, squeeze them out. Look at the size of my chest. I got more chest than a lot of these broads out here in these streets, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You think I'm wearing an implant, but they're real. And you should see me in the gym when they get pumped up. It's all muscle, baby. All food and concentrate. When you're in the gym, don't let people distract you. Don't get distracted in your cell phone. The mind and the muscle connection, and you think about every squeeze. that you do and get them out, no matter what body part. Squeeze, mind, and muscle. If you're working out the leg, the mind and the leg muscle connect. If you're working the chest, the mind and the chest, the mind and the bicep, mind and the tricep, the mind and the back. Remember, focus, and you look like me. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, leave a comment in the comment box, people. I love you all. Tomorrow is leg day, baby.